1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, mic 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Excellent.
7:30 on this Tuesday night, and that means it is time for a little Do You Like It or Not? And before we get into the show, I just want to go on the record and let you know, and this may get a little not safe for work, so if there are any children watching right now, you might want to earmuff it for just a second, but nothing that I say or do or happens on this show tonight will be as entertaining as the conversation that just happened right over there in the newsroom about a half an hour ago about whether or not we will be using the phrase big balls on the air tonight. And to find out whether we are going to or not, you're going to have to tune in at 8, 10, and 11 over on Fox 5. In the meantime, I'm producer Chris. I'll be your host tonight, but as always, this show ain't about me. It's about you. The you in Do You Like It or Not. I need you to join the conversation. I need to know what you think about the stories we're about to talk about. And as always, there are a few different ways that you can do it. We're talking about our YouTube comment section. It is open right now. You can leave comments there. Of course, we're behind the scenes on TikTok Live. You can slide into the DMs, Fox 5 producer Chris on TikTok and on Instagram. We post some stories ahead of time to get you a chance to weigh in early so I can read them on air. But of course, the most important way for you to join this conversation is the Lion Zoom Room. The QR code is on the screen right now. We're leaving it up an extra amount of time just to get everybody ready. The meeting ID also there, 892-0982-4674. We do have a little housekeeping to keep up with. Of course, if it's your first time, make sure your camera is on, all right? I see Allie, I see David on there. Camera's on. We need to see you so we can bring you into the conversation. And also, if you are watching in our Zoom room right now, hang out for the whole half hour if you don't mind, because I may want to come back to you, and it makes it a lot easier on Jim over here if you guys just hang tight for the entire show. Of course, in addition to all of my virtual co-hosts out there, I also have a little in-studio help. You just saw him over on Fox 5 on the OG line if you were watching on Fox Local. We are talking about content creator and the 26-year-old bachelor living right here in Washington, D.C., Mr. Tony P, hanging out. He just made his entrance.
Bingo.
Dramatic as always. I'm going to need you to grab that paddle as well.
I like that.
We're going to have you weigh in. Oh,
Sorry,
okay. Showing up.
Yeah.
Is this pickleball or is this tennis?
What's the new one? Paddle, whatever they call it. Yes, this is like
I
padel.
don't even know what that is, to be honest.
It's a whole new. They should just bring back racquetball. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Racquetball got thrown off.
I'm a big badminton fan. You
Yeah,
guys remember the shuttlecock?
what's the one? Squash. I was thinking
You might need to
Thanksgiving.
teach me that one.
Squash.
In the meantime, we also always have our nightly poll that we use as a little jump-off point. I like to try to get everybody to weigh in on it when I remember. Tonight's, we're talking about award shows, whether you like them or not. The voting already open. Already, the nots have it. 2/3, 67% say they do not like them, which is bad news for our first story because, believe it or not, we're talking about award shows. It's a sure sign of fall. It is the surest sign of fall for me.
Yeah.
Besides the pumpkin spice latte, the MTV VMAs.
Yes.
The nominations drop today, and it is guaranteed that this show will be mayhem because Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem, is the front runner. The singer picked up 12 Moon Man nominations, including ones for Video of the Year, Artist of the Year, and Best Album. However, her Die With a Smile co-star, her duet partner, right on her heels. We're talking about Bruno Mars. He's got 11 nominations. Kendrick Lamar, the only rapper nominated for Artist of the Year. He's third most nominated artist. He's got 10. Rosé from Blackpink and Sabrina Carpenter, they're tied with 8. Okay. Ariana Grande and The Weeknd earned 7 each. You see all the numbers on the screen right now. We can't talk about the MTV VMAs without talking about Taylor Swift, of course. Okay? She is the most decorated solo artist in MTV VMA history. She is nominated for Artist of the Year, as is Beyonce. Why is that interesting? Because neither of them had new music videos in 2025.
Interesting, okay.
Fans can vote for their favorites through September 5th. The awards will be handed out on September 7th. The MTV VMAs live on CBS.
Ooh.
They'll also simulcast on MTV. But you don't need MTV anymore to watch the MTV VMAs. Do you like that or not?
I mean, I think you got to keep it to the brand. And I mean, I have an MTV shirt at home that says 1985 MTV Music Video Awards. Okay, we got to keep the same brand. Okay, that's where you had TRL for years. It's the OG music video station. Let's keep the branding. No
When was
Paramount
the last
Plus
time
for this.
you watched MTV?
I mean, actually, voluntarily.
Yeah.
I would say probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
What was the last music video you went online, searched for to watch?
So I actually went back in time a little bit. Pet Shop Boys, what was the name of that song? Love Comes Quickly.
Okay.
And
I
that,
did
again,
not see that.
I
coming.
wanted to see some 80s era music videos when it all started.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
was,
like,
that was a video killed the radio star.
It's a great song too, man. A very nice pull there.
Thank you very much. Let's check the Lion Zoom room, see who we've got. Hi, this is Do You Like It or Not? Can you hear me?
Yes,
There we go.
Hey, what's your name and where are you watching from?
Linda from Maryland.
Linda from Maryland. MTV VMAs. Do you like it or not? Do you like the VMAs? Do you like award shows?
No,
You don't.
It's to both.
To both.
Wow, okay. I mean, is it more about like the award shows are really predictable, or do you just think they're just useless in determining who's really great or not?
I don't think they determine who's great or not. I think it's more predictable, and sometimes it's not given to the person that really deserve it. I think it's a popularity thing.
Yeah, this reminds me of that moment. I mean, we're going back at least 10 years now
Yeah.
when Kanye rushed the stage to
Oh,
announce
yes.
that Beyonce had what should have been the album of the year. I see David in our Zoom room as well. David, the MTV VMAs, when was the last time you watched MTV?
Well, I'm gonna let you finish. But I do not like.
I see what
do
you
not
did
like.
there.
The VMAs aren't as bad as the other award shows, but they tend to just all the artists pat each other on the back and they talk about things don't really pertain to the fans too much. Although they do their gratuitous thank yous to the fan, they're really for the Hollywood elites, and they don't really, I think, satisfy much interest on behalf of the consumers like myself.
One of the other things about the MTV VMAs for me personally is if the artist shows up, you know they're usually the ones
Right.
who are going to win. I see
Yes.
we got another new face
yeah.
in the Zoom room tonight. What's your name and where are you watching from? Hey, is your mic on?
Oh. The mic.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. MTV VMAs.
No,
Thumbs down.
that's 3? Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. All right,
Thumbs up.
we got to
All
flip.
right.
That's good.
All right, let's work on your mic and we'll get back to you a little later. Stay in the Zoom room. Leave your mic on. In the meantime,
Yes.
Tony, we're going to move on. We're going to go
You
from
got it.
Hey, is your
Music.
mic on?
Oh.
To TV shows, okay? And
Ooh.
even though it's only Tuesday, all right, we established that at the top of the show. We're going to talk about Wednesday.
Oh, I mean, I tell you, the most useless day is Wednesday. It's the middle.
But it's
always-
also the day season 2 of Wednesday drops on Netflix. Not sure if you watched season 1, and I'm not sure if
No.
you did, if you remember it. And if you don't, you are not alone because it's been almost 3 years since the first season of this Addams Family spinoff premiered. It's not the only show with some major time gaps, though. I did a little research for everyone out there. When Stranger Things season 5 drops later this year, it will have been more than 3 years since season 4, and it's been nearly 10 years since season 1. 10 years ago,
Really?
Tony P over here was just 7 years old. We had to wait.
Don't remind me.
We had to wait 3 years between seasons 1 and seasons 2 of Severance over on Apple TV Plus.
Really?
It's already been more than 3 years since we got a season of Euphoria, and there's still no word when season 3 of that one will drop. They were supposed to be in high school,
Yeah.
and we're going. I mean, they weren't when they started the show, but they wouldn't be anymore. Compare that to the critically acclaimed FX dramedy The Bear. They have dropped 4 seasons in 3 years.
Right.
So we posted this one on our broadcast channel earlier, and we got a couple comments that we can share. Sharon says Netflix should be ashamed when it comes to series, but I can't wait for Wednesday. It's been a long time, and I hope that it's better than the first. Go Wednesday. Patty, no thank you. I'll pass on this one. Not going to look at the series. Lauren Seeley, way too long. can't even remember the plot at this point. And Mrs. Producer Chris says 3 years is too long. Besides not remembering what happened, these actors are older and still playing high school age students. It limits the run of the show, in my opinion. Stranger Things is the other perfect, quote, bad example of this. See, great minds think alike.
Right.
Tony, waiting this long between seasons of a show, do you like it or
This
not?
is why I'm a big supporter of linear TV and regular sitcom cadence. Not that I'm biased in any way, but with streaming, it takes too much time. There's a lot of gap in the streaming shows with Netflix and others. They're great series, but again, there's no continuity. How can you remember the plot? That's a great thing. And also, you know, they're supposed to be a real life path, right, of the characters. They get older, they mature, they emotionally change, they physically change. You can't do that with a 3-year difference. You can't have AI changing people's faces and making them look younger or older 10 years later. Okay, the best series, everybody loves Raymond, Seinfeld. It was like 6 to 8 months, a new series.
You truly are an old soul,
Yes,
my
but
friend.
that's what made them the best of The Sopranos. There wasn't that big gap. Why do you think they were so good?
So you like the idea of like episodes dropping week to week as
Yes,
well instead of a
oh,
binge?
no binge
think-
watching, no 3-year gaps. Let's keep it 1 year, and have an appointment-based TV. The fall of that's the fall of our society.
Okay, interesting. There's Tony's hot take. Let's find out what the Zoom room thinks. Who we got right now? I see David's back again. David, do you like the idea of having to wait up to 3 years between seasons of a show?
I'm gonna say yes, like it.
You like it? Tell me why.
Because I think it's the artistic creativity needs to take priority over just spewing stuff out like a machine.
Okay, all right. That's one take. Let's go back. Was it Laura in Maryland?
Linda.
Linda in Maryland. Linda, waiting 3 years between episodes. Do you like it or not?
No.
No. What
That's
shows are you
horrible.
watching right now? What do we need to add to our watch list?
6 months.
6 months. Where do we find
6
that one?
months.
That's how long it should be between seasons?
Yes, at least 3 to 6 months. Because like you said, you forget what the plot was. You don't even remember. You got to go back and binge watch the first season so that you could come up back to the second season. So no.
Well, maybe that's their trick. Maybe that's how they get those numbers artificially inflated, by making us have to go back and watch.
That's
All
the
right.
problem with binge watching, is that it artificially makes everything crazy. Let's bring at least something of consistency. You could talk at the office about shows. You can't do that anymore because, like, you don't know where you are, what
his
episode you're
lips
on. Like,
To Kevin McCarthy's.
yes,
Okay?
yes.
'Cause this is one of Kevin McCarthy's passion projects as well.
Actually, I don't like it.
Keep the comments coming on these two topics. You can jump in our YouTube comment section. In the meantime, we'll check that coming up in just a little bit. Now, last night you missed this, but we talked about whether or not partners should pay off each other's debt before they're married. Tonight, we're going to talk about love and money again, but this time we are talking about weddings specifically. This wedding that People magazine recently featured, it's a story of two entrepreneurs who sold tickets to their wedding weekend. They say they did it for two reasons: as a case study and a proof of concept that weddings could be funded instead of financed. Guests could buy a basic $57 ticket for admission to the wedding day, or they could get 2 tickets for a 3-day experience for the low, low price of $997. That got them access to the wedding day along with pre- and post-wedding events. The couple admit that not everyone was happy with the idea, but their close friends and family members did not have to pay. They were just sent
how nice of them.
invitations. The couple ended up making more than the wedding cost, and they donated the rest to charity. The amount that they donated to charity, $137,000.
Okay, that's
Tony P, selling tickets to, I know you're the bachelor living in Washington, D.C., but selling tickets to an upcoming wedding.
I mean, it's not like it, it's not, it's heck not, okay? I'm tossing this. I mean, are we kidding? Like, I mean, I wouldn't go see the Rolling Stones for $1,000 for anything, okay? I would barely do that for a vacation on my own to Hawaii or Greece. I'm not gonna go see friends who have a 50% chance of not staying married. Now, I have an idea. Okay, you wanna fund this? Okay, I got an idea. Have a gambling competition among all the guests and have a bet. How long is the marriage going to last? You can do 3, 5, 10 years, forever, infinity, and you got to put some money aside. You can have a little gambling competition. you got a pretty good shot at winning either way. So you know what? I think that's what we should do to finance it, as opposed to fleecing your friends and
Both
coworkers.
of their second marriages. I left that detail out. I see
Shocking.
we have another new face in the Zoom
Shocking.
room. Allison, where are you watching from?
Oh,
Hi, I'm from Germantown, Maryland.
Germantown, Maryland. Thank you for joining us for the first time. The idea
Welcome.
of selling tickets to a wedding, do you like this or not?
please not.
The only way I would like this, first, if it was a couple that maybe was struggling financially,
Okay.
like something like that might help them later on in life. But when you got to the end of the story and stated they sent something to charity, that made it all worth it right there. But other than that, I would say tacky if it wasn't either one of those two situations.
Okay, I understand. Now, the idea of having to necessarily like go into debt for a wedding day. A lot of couples spend the most money they've ever spent for one day, a party for one day. Do you
Right.
like that or not?
Absolutely not. No, never. I will go shopping. I will go out to eat. I will get my house fixed. There's so many things. Never, ever. No.
Love it.
All right, Allison,
I
before I
wouldn't
let
spend
you
it
go,
either.
go ahead.
I mean, here's the question. So how would you delineate in that situation between people that would not have to pay versus who would have to pay? Because again, family didn't have to pay, but are really close friends going to be family? How would you iron that out?
Well, first, that would be top secret information. You have to sign an NDA. Nobody's going to know who paid and
That
who didn't, because we will not.
Is the
provide
smartest thing I've heard.
That is
tonight.
that's really good. No videos, no recording.
Allison, before you go, award shows, do you like them or not?
Just for the performance, yes.
Just
But
for
as
the
far as to see who's better than who, I don't like pitting artists against each other.
And those speeches can go on forever.
Oh,
All right, Allison,
worse
thank
than
you
me.
so much for joining us. Hang tight in the Zoom room. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side of it, we're going to go from wedding tickets to what could be the hottest ticket in town here in Maryland. And Tony and I have very different opinions
Oh, we
on
sure do.
this one. Before we head to break, though, we do want to check those poll results one more time. Award shows haven't changed.
Wow.
2/3 still say they don't like them. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Crazy. I'll back out of the way.
All right, welcome back to Like It. Do you like it or not? I already forgot the name of the show. Tony's over there checking his messages, people sliding in those DMs. Wrong person.
Wow.
You're supposed to slide in. I'm kidding. All right.
Hey,
before-
I'll pass them along.
All right, I appreciate
I'm gonna
that, sir.
do
Before
that.
we get moving, just a little housekeeping reminder. Cameras on, leave them on. We've got about 11 minutes left in the show, so we have a few more topics to get to. First, though, I want to check those YouTube comments because I always promise and I always forget. Sean, how are you doing? What happened to video? Are you talking about music videos? Excellent question. Beyonce, we were waiting for the visuals forever. I went to the show, I saw them, but it would have been nice for a music video or two. Nick Smith, if Weird Al isn't involved, I'm not watching. And since that's my brother, that is not a shock. I would like to go see Weird Al someday. Charlotte Price says she likes it, and Jenny Lane says hi. Thank you guys for weighing in. Keep them coming. Of course, this will live on YouTube. You can comment anytime. In the meantime, let's talk about the fall creep. It's only August 5th, but back to school season is in full swing. One Virginia woman says kids are heading into the classroom too early. Labor Day used to be the traditional end to summer, and that gave kids a full 3-month break to rest, play, and be a kid. In an opinion piece for Potomac Local, she wrote that summer is still in full swing in August. Kids should be enjoying the outdoors instead of starting homework and being back in front of their screens and under those fluorescent lights. So going back to school before Labor Day, do you like it or not, Tony?
Absolutely not. Okay, you know what? It's not fall. School starting is fall. You get a little crisp air, a little breeze going, and most schools sadly don't have air conditioning because we're living uncivilized at this point, okay? And kids are sweating and really just like dying in there. And it's like, come on, let's give kids at least a decent amount of weather when they get back. It's not too hot. And give kids 3 months. I mean, especially now with Zoom days and like the online learning, you can avoid the snow day issue. Cut them in half. Do half remote days, half snow days.
That's a controversial
to
take
advocate
right
for
there.
that. I mean, do you want to have more summer or do you want to have a bunch of snow days? It's
a tough call.
It's a delicate
balance.
balance.
I know some parents out there may have some other feelings because school may take the place of having to book those summer camps and childcare. I know
true.
David's in the Zoom room. David, the idea of going back to school before Labor Day, is it too soon? Do you like it or not? David, you got me?
David.
All right, Allison. Allison's still in the Zoom room. Allison, do you like the idea of going back
I'm sorry, there's feedback, so I can't hear you guys. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. We'll work on our audio issues in the meantime. But we're asking about whether going back to school before Labor Day, is it too soon to be going back to school in the beginning of August?
Okay, I'm so sorry. Someone else's video is on, so I can't hear anything, but I think
Okay.
it's
If you're in the Zoom
Another
room,
person.
hit
I'm
mute,
sorry.
please. If you're in the Zoom room, mute yourself until we call on you, please. All right. In the meantime, Tony, we're going to get into this. We talked about it on the Take It To
Yes, we
earlier.
did.
We're talking about the hottest ticket in town, allegedly. It's the Maryland Renaissance Festival. You may have seen Tony and I, we debated about this.
We almost came to
On
blows.
the Take It 2 p.m. We absolutely did not. Several people
I was
posted
close.
online that they were stuck in a waiting room with tens of thousands of other people. You may have seen on that screen grab 80,000 people trying to get tickets when they went on sale yesterday. Some people in the comments said the festival's always been casually busy but never quite packed. When we talked about this earlier, Tony, you said you like the fact that
Yes.
this is so popular. Longtime fans can't necessarily even get the tickets anymore.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, first of all, if we want to do tiered membership type stuff, okay, maybe certain tickets you get, maybe if you've been going for many years, you have access to a kind of an earlier queue of tickets for super fans, right? But I am totally against gatekeeping who can go to these events and who can't. And you were complaining about influencers and creators
I complained about
making
the
these
content
things.
creators who make such an event out of all of these things that then the people who want to go can't.
But
You had a different take.
But people who now want to go are going because of the content. We're driving more traffic to these events, more money. That means they can continue to build and expand the events in the coming years ahead. So, and you know what? Nobody has a right. This is kind of like NIMBY, right? Not in my backyard. Yes, in my backyard. Okay. I think people should be able to go to these things. And you know what? If it's going to be too many people, you have more money. Expand.
All right,
Make parking easier. Have different queues of tickets maybe, okay? Maybe for the super fans, then the new fans are coming in. Maybe you have a pricing adjustment.
All right, let's get to that Lion Zoom room and see if influence, where are you watching from? Is your mic on? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, we are striking out tonight on our Lion Zoom room. I apologize to everyone out there. In the meantime, can you hear me? Can you hear us now? Can we hear you?
Yeah.
All right, we're having some issues. I don't know what's
Love
going on. This
technology.
is probably on us. In the meantime, I'm going to pick on Gen Z a little bit because
Again?
I have Tony here, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
Wow,
This
that's
is one.
pretty sad.
This one we're going to need our paddles for because this is going to be a little bit of a speed round. And first up, we're talking about meal planning because nearly 75% of Gen Zers say that they get meal inspiration from social media. Around 30% still use traditional cookbooks. Tony P, I know you have filmed a cooking video and posted it on Instagram
I have.
once or twice maybe.
Many
Where
times.
do you get your meal inspiration, and do you like how many people are getting their meal inspiration from social media?
I would say 60-40 social media and online websites to cookbooks. You know, I like it. I kind of lukewarm like it because also it has launched a lot of careers for just amateur chefs that are really good, and they've built a platform, millions of followers. They also now have cookbook deals and shows with Food Network and other networks, and they still have their own content. So you know what? It democratizes cooking a little bit.
This is one of the areas where I agree with Gen Z because
Yes.
I have an entire folder on my saved section
Cheers.
of Instagram that is nothing but food videos that I have never attempted to create. I want to check back in and see if influence is there and whether we can hear them again.
Come on.
Test one,
Yes,
two.
can you hear?
I
Yes!
can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Yes!
All right.
It's a little
All
bit
That's
right,
good.
Gen Z using social media for cooking inspiration. Do you like that or not?
No.
No?
No,
Where do you
Nah.
get your
why?
where do you get your meal preparation inspiration from?
So I'm from the old school. I believe in learning from your parents. That's where I learned how to cook, and that's the best because what you see on social media, not everything is true.
That's
And
true.
that's why you don't want to cook something that will mess up your stomach, and because not everything you're seeing there is true, except it is like a food channel where you know that okay, what they're doing is legit. If not, people just mixing different stuff and tell you, oh, it tastes good, and and you're not tasting it, you just watch it. You don't know if it tastes good. And most of those things are not real.
Good point.
What's your go-to meal to make? that
Well,
you
my
learned from your parents.
my go-to meal would be rice and peas with chicken.
Okay, where are you watching from, by the way?
I'm watching from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Upper Marlboro.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Hang
you.
tight. We're going to get to another Gen Z topic that I need
Another
Tony P
one.
and a few other people's opinion on.
Oh,
And
boy.
we're sticking with the idea of food, but we're talking about cereal because it looks like we can add it to the growing list of things that Gen Z is just too good for. Box cereal sales have been tanking for the last 25 years, down 13% since 2021. The main rivals now, those grab-and-go protein bars, yogurt cups, and protein shakes. Gen Zers less likely to eat breakfast overall. If they do eat breakfast, they choose healthier things like eggs, fruit, toast, or pancakes. If they're buying cereal, it's usually as a snack. Tony P, breakfast cereal, like it or not?
I absolutely love it. So I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. Wow. I'm going to pick on my own generation for a second because this is sad. Okay, I grew up on Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes. I am still a proud user of every one of those products. I don't care if they're unhealthy or not, food dyes, whatever. I'm going to die of something. I'd rather be eating my wonderful Frosted Flakes with some nice skim milk and then have some diet soda and McDonald's after.
This
so you
is
know what?
where I'm more Gen Z. I have
What?
not had, I have not bought a box of cereal for myself in who knows.
Are you kidding me?
how
Not once in a while.
long. Allison, let's try and check back in if you can hear us.
Unbelievable.
Breakfast
I
cereal.
can hear you. How you doing?
Breakfast cereal. Do you like it or not?
I love it because first of all, you
Thank
don't
you.
just have to use it for breakfast. Put some Honey Nut Cheerios on your ice cream. It will make your day.
Ooh.
And you can even put some ice cream, put some Cheerios inside your popcorn. There's so many different things
Yeah.
you can do with cereal. It's amazing.
All right, I like that.
Now,
I
what-
like
now-
that. You're sweetening the deal a little
Yes.
bit. I have one more Gen Z related topic
Another
that
one?
I gotta get
Oh,
to.
my God.
And this time we're talking about how they're responsible, Gen Z here, for a slowdown in bourbon sales. Now, it's not entirely them. We're also talking about tariffs, but we're not going to get
Yes.
into that. The New York Post says Kentucky's whiskey industry is experiencing its worst crisis in a decade. Sales dropped nearly 2%. Gen Zers tend to prefer the canned, ready-to-go cocktails. Tony P, do you like it or not?
Oh, yeah.
The brown stuff.
Well, first of all, I don't drink, so it's kind of like I'll just say like it, I guess. But here's the problem. We can't afford anything, and bourbon's really expensive, okay? So a lot of folks just want the grab-and-go cocktails or a nice natty light now and again. I get it. We can't afford.
Allison, we're coming
we
back
can't
to
afford
you.
anything. What do you
the
think,
brown
Allison?
Stuff, the bourbon, do you like
Am
it or
I
not? Or
right?
do you like those canned-to-go cocktails?
Oh, okay, so I'm not that much of a drinker, but certain stuff is for the mature man with the cigar, classy, like,
Yes.
that's who's
You
that.
just described me to a T.
Oh,
Thank you to
wha-
everyone who joined us in our Zoom room. I
Wow.
apologize that we did have a couple audio issues today. We're working it out. This is the show. It's a work in progress.
God.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Tony P, thank you for
A
joining
lot of
us
fun.
as always.
More civil debate than we
More
did at 2
civil
o'clock.
debate.
But we're
And our
feeling
last
better.
15 seconds, the poll results, they haven't changed at all. I'll just tell you that. But for producer Jim, Tony P, and myself, this is Fox 5's Do You Like It or Not live every single Monday through Friday, 7:30 Fox Local, and streaming on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Jim, Tony P, and myself. This is Fox 5's Do You Like It or Not live every single Monday through Friday, 7:30 Fox Local, and streaming on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Jim, Tony P, and myself. This is Fox 5's Do You Like It or Not live every single Monday through Friday, 7:30 Fox Local, and streaming on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.